Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. So in today's step session, we are going to uh, perform radial feeder protection. So basically, initially we will see some of the theory part and calculation, relay calculation, and then the performance. Okay. So here, this is a single line diagram of a simplified radial feeder. The diagram is very well known to us because previously we have discussed this already, that we have considered three different line sections. Let's say this is a 132 kV line connected between two substation A and B. This is a 66 kV line connected between substation B and C. And this is a 11 kV line connected between substation C and D. And load is connected here. Okay, distribution side. So this is a simple radial feeder where the power will only flow from source to load, direction of power. Power will never reverse. Okay, as the power is not going to reverse, we do not require breaker at the other end. We require a circuit breaker only at one end of the line section. You can see. Okay, and to protect these three line sections connected between various substations, we have used here the overcurrent relays R1, R2, and R3. So R1, R2, and R3 are IDMP relays. Relays having IDMP characteristics. Okay, which and the coordination of these relays with each other here will be done using current time discrimination method, which we have seen previously. Okay, in current time discrimination method, we know that the characteristic of the relays are IDMP, and there are some rules to set the plug setting and time multiplier setting. So this relays R1, R2, and R3, they have two different settings, which is called as the plug setting, and other setting this relay will have is a time multiplier. Plug setting will decide the pickup value, and TMS will decide time of operation. Okay, clear? I hope you remember this point. Now here these three relays are in our laboratory. We have phase relays. So plug setting range available is 50% to 200% is 7 equal steps we have, and we have to decide that what should be the value we have to set between anything from 50 to 200 for R1, for R2, and for R3. Likewise, TMS is from 0.21, 0 to 1. So what should be the value of TMS for R3, R2, and R1 we need to set, so that we have coordination between relay R3 and R2 and R1 in our laboratory. Okay, got the point? Objective of this experiment. Objective of this experiment is to decide the settings of this three relay, which are IDMP relay, induction disk relay, which we have seen previously in our last laboratory, and to decide the plug setting and time multiplier setting, and then to verify the primary and backup relay pair. How to verify that? If fault occur in line section CD, relay R3 should operate first, And if it does not operate, R2 will provide backup. And likewise for other faults in other sections. Okay. This is our objective. Is objective clear? Objective of the experiment? Is the objective is clear? Okay. Just a moment. Okay. Then see in laboratory how we are going to perform radial feeder protection. Okay. So just like is here, we have 3 line sections like this. Substations. So which is here done by rheostat of 20 ohm. So 20 ohm represents the line section between AB. Next 20 is line section BC and then CB. And in the end here we are going to connect load of 190 ohm. Which is the end section. Distribution type. Okay. So you can see this is substation A. This point can be considered as substation B, substation C, and here it is D. Okay. Got it? By this 20 ohm rheostats. Okay. Then here is a CT1 which is connected with relay R1 on the secondary side. Primary is connected in series with this rheostat R2 and R. Okay. R2 and CT ratio is 2 by 1. All 3 CT are 2 by 1. In laboratory, we have to limit the current to safe level, and that is why the CT ratio and the entire panel is designed to operate at lower current. Safety is a concern in case of laboratory experiments. Okay. Contactor C1, C2, and C3 are nothing representing the circuit breaker in actual field like this. These are the contactor contacts. Okay. Clear the diagram? Then we have used 3 switches, switch S1, S2, and S3. These 3 switches are used to create fault. What is a fault? Fault is a flow of current to an undesired path. So here we connect single phase AC supply. Here is the load. So when we switch on the line 1, line 2 and line 3, current would flow through the load to the source. This is forming the radial feeder. Now fault is a flow of current to undesired path, unintended path. So what we are going to do with the help of the switches, we are going to divert the flow of current. In laboratory, we cannot tear up insulation to create the fault. Okay. So what we are doing, if I close switch S3, we know that current will flow through this 40 ohm, which we consider as a fault. We have diverted the path of current, and 40 ohm is connected to limit the current to safe level in the laboratory. Okay, so when now you can see substation A, B, C, C and D. Okay, so when the switch is closed, okay, like it is like this. A, B, C, D. So when switch S3 is closed, where will the fault occur? कहाँ पे होगा ये fault? When switch S3 is closed, fault कहाँ पे होगा? Where will be the fault? In the line section CD, obviously at the end of the line D. So it is like this is the fault if I close switch S3. Okay. Then if I close switch S2, fault in line section B to C, but at the end because we are sorting at the end, so it will be the fault here. And when I close switch S1, will be the fault at Y. Okay, got it? Everyone clear? What will happen when the switch S1, S2, S3 are closed? Yes? Okay, fine. Then we need to coordinate the relays. Now these relays are IDMT relays which are having plug setting and TM. So first we will find the settings for plug setting. Okay. So to find the plug setting here, plug setting of R1, R2 and R3 we need to find. Plug setting of R2 can be obtained from R3 and R1 can be obtained from R2 by using that equation 1.3 by 1.05 into plug setting of the downstream. But to find plug setting of R3, okay, R3 is coordinated with which? Okay, R2 का प्लग सेटिंग है वो R3 से मिलेगा और R1 का प्लग सेटिंग कहां से मिलेगा? R2 से. लेकिन R3 का प्लग सेटिंग कहां से मिलेगा? Any idea? Very good. Correct. Answer is correct. Anyone from online? How to find plug setting or pickup of R3? Very good, Nidhi. Your answer is correct. Anyone else? Anyone else? Any idea how to find the pickup of relay R3? How to find pickup of R3? Anyone? Nidhi, your answer is correct. Absolutely correct. R3 को किसके साथ कोऑर्डिनेट करना पड़ेगा हमें? Okay, Milan, correct. R3 needs to be coordinated with the load here at the distribution side. And we know that pickup of, correct, yes. We know that we cannot set pickup less than maximum rated load current. We cannot set pickup. That is why we need to find out the load current here. and for that, clear, R3 needs to be coordinated with this load. So first we need to find out the load current. So what will be the diagram? Suppose here so diagram will be like this. Find out the current under no fault condition. This is 230 volt. Tell me the current, load current. Very simple. 230 by 20 plus 20 plus 20 plus 190. So what is the load current? Point 92 ampere. Correct, Viral. Load current is 0.92 ampere. Can we set pickup of R3 less than 0.92? No, obviously not. Otherwise, it will not allow current load to take the current. So obviously, pickup of R3 should be greater than 0.92. Obviously, समझ में आ रहा है? Correct, Viral. Fine. So therefore here, just a moment, load current is 0.92 ampere. This is a 2 by 1 CT ratio, 2 by 1 CT ratio, 2 by 1. Okay. So what we can say is that pickup of R3 should be greater than 0.92 ampere. Okay. Now we have to represent it in terms of percentage, because plug setting we find in percentage of relay rated current. Okay, 50%, then 75, or maybe 100, or maybe any value between 50 to 200. This is the range of the plug setting. Okay. Now in practice, generally the plug setting is calculated considering the primary rating of CT in calculation. Let me tell you why. In laboratory here we have primary as well as secondary of all three CT equal. But in field it may happen that suppose here CT is 100 bar 1, here CT may be, let's say, 500 bar 1, here CT may be 800 bar 1. So secondary of all three CT may be same, and generally it is, because either 1 ampere or 5 ampere. But primary rating of different CTs may not be the same. So if you calculate considering the secondary of all the CT, plug setting you may find which is not correct, because their primary rating are not same. So generally the plug setting, when you calculate, you have to refer to primary, not the secondary. Yes, we will find the plug setting in terms of primary rating of the CT. Okay. So therefore, if I want to show it in form of percentage, it is relay 3. What is CT primary rating? इसका प्राइमरी रेटिंग क्या है R3 का? 2 एम्पियर. तो इसको हमें परसेंटेज के फॉर्म में दिखाना है. सो वी विल डिवाइड इट बाय 2 प्राइमरी रेटिंग एंड मल्टीप्लाई बाय 100. Therefore, divide by primary rating in terms of primary rating. So what will be the value? What will be the value? Okay, correct, Taruna. Ashok, what will be the value? 18. Ashok. Ashok, are you there? Correct, Viral. Correct, Nidhi. It is very simple. Ashok, are you there? Roll number 18. Enrollment number 18. Ashok, I will ask to anyone, okay? About the calculation. Yes, what is the answer?
So let me try. Give me some.
Yes? So you have to calculate along with me. You have to calculate along with me, okay? બેસવું નથી રહેવાનું આપણે ઘરે. આ દરેક સ્ટેપ છે તમારે સાથે સાથે કેલ્ક્યુલેટ કરતા જવાના છે. So the answer is 46%. Viral, what is this answer? Okay. Yes, 46%. Now, what it is saying that plug setting of R3 should be greater than 46, which is the nearest. Okay, Viral, I understand. Just it is fine. Don't worry. Which is the available possible range? इसमें से अपने पास प्लग सेटिंग का जो रेंज है उसमें से नियरेस्ट विच इज द पॉसिबल अवेलेबल रेंज is 50%. It should be more than 46%. So next available range is 50%. So we can say that plug setting of R3 is selected as because we cannot set 46%. रेंज जो अवेलेबल है वो है 50 to 200. तो उसमें नेक्स्ट जो पॉसिबल है दैट वी हैव टू सिलेक्ट. What it? So plug setting of R3 is selected as 50. समझ में आ गया ये सबको? R3 का प्लग सेटिंग हमने कहां से डिसाइड किया? We have decided plug setting of R3 from loop. Okay. तो R3 का पिकअप करंट क्या होगा? In terms of primary is 50% of 2 ampere. CT is 2/1. So pickup current of R3 relay is 1 ampere, which is obviously more than 0.92. You can see. It should be. Let me. You can unmute and you can also speak. Okay. I have enabled it. You can unmute and you can speak. Okay, Ashok. Any doubt in this step? Yes, clear? Quickly reply. Clear? You can unmute and you can speak also. If you find it is difficult to write every time.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now remember the last relay. This is the relay which was in 11 kV. Okay, as per our discussion, is to be coordinated with the distributor or the total load of that feeder. Now comes the setting of R2. So if you remember the flux setting rule for R2, it is said that the relay pickup may vary between 1.05 times to 1.3 times. So even though the pickup of R2 varies by minimum value, pickup of R3 varies by maximum value, still pickup of R3 should be greater than pickup of R2 should be greater than pickup of R3. And that is why we will use the equation that is plug setting of R2 should be greater than or equal to 1.3 by 1.05 times plug setting of R3 downstream relay, this relay. So now from plug setting of R3, we will find plug setting of R2. Got it? So plug setting of R3 we have already calculated. What is plug setting of R3? Of CT primary current, that is 2 ampere here. जब R3 की बात करते हैं तो R3 का CT हमें लेना है, R2 की बात करेंगे तो R2 का CT, when we discuss about R1, CT of R1 ये होते चले। यहाँ पे कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है क्योंकि यहाँ पे तीनों का प्राइमरी क्या है, सेम है, लेकिन एक्चुअल फील्ड में दैट प्राइमरी विल नॉट बी द सेम, इट इज जस्ट अ लैबोरेटरी एक्सपेरिमेंट हियर, दैट इज व्हाई. So this is 1.3 over 1.05 into what is 50% of 2 ampere is 1. So what is this value? It is coming 1.23 एम्पियर. देखो यानी R2 का पिकअप कितना, किससे ज्यादा होना चाहिए? R3 का पिकअप क्या है? So pickup of R2 should be more than 1.23 ampere. ठीक है? And now we want to also mention it in terms of percentage of primary rating. तो R2 का CT का प्राइमरी क्या है? CT का प्राइमरी, what is primary rating of relay R2? It's 2 ampere. So what do we do? Divide in terms of CT primary and convert in terms of percentage. Okay, and therefore what is the percentage it is coming? 61.5%. That means plug setting of R2 should be greater than or equal to 61.5%. Okay, what is the available range? इससे ज्यादा होना चाहिए, क्या क्या सिलेक्ट करोगे आप? ऑब्वियसली 75%. करेक्ट निधि, करेक्ट विरल. So therefore I will write plug setting of R2 is 75% selected. तो R2 का पिकअप क्या होगा? Therefore CT का प्राइमरी रेटिंग क्या है? 2 एम्पियर, which is 1.5. Okay, Got it? Now what do you do with R3? Sorry, R1. R1 के लिए क्या होगा? कैसे फाइंड करेंगे R1 के लिए? Yes, obviously. From R2 find R1. Therefore, correct, Viral? Convert it in form of percentage. R2 का प्लग सेटिंग क्या है? 75% और सीटे प्राइमरी करंट क्या है उसका? 2 एम्पियर. So this is 1.5. So this comes 1 point. कितना आ रहा है ये करंट? 1.3 by 1.05 into 1.5 ampere. 1.857 ampere, and then we convert it in form of percentage. So divide by 2 into 100%, क्योंकि R1 का CT का प्राइमरी है वो भी 2 एम्पियर है. You can see here it is also 2 ampere. ठीक है? So that comes 92.85%. It should be greater than 92.85. What is range available? 100. Therefore, what will be the pickup of R1? Is 100% of primary rating is 2 ampere. So इसका पिकअप हो जाएगा 2 एम्पियर. ओके, ठीक है. So see, the plug setting of all 3 relay we have already calculated. Got it? So let us summarize it. Relay R3, R2, R1. Plug setting we have calculated is 50%, 75%, 100%. उसका CT primary rating क्या है? All 3 have 2 ampere, and therefore what will be the pickup current? 50% of 2 ampere. So this will have a pickup of 1 ampere. This will have a pickup of 1.5 ampere, and this will have a pickup of 2 ampere. R3 रिले पिकअप तब होगा जब उसकी कोयल में से 1 एम्पियर से ज्यादा करंट फ्लो हो. R2 relay will pick up when current through the relay coil R2 is more than 1.5, and R1 relay will pick up when the current through the relay coil R1 is more than 2 ampere. इसका मतलब ये हुआ. समझ में आ गया? Everyone got this point? Fine. Then next set of setting is TMS. Next set of setting is TMS. Okay. So TMS setting dial is available from 0 to 1. 0 we do not set because 0 means instantaneous. We do not provide any delay. If we do not provide any delay, it will operate instantaneously, and that is not required. in our case. We require ID impedance. Anybody remember what should be the value of TMS for R3? R3 के लिए कितना TMS सेट कर सकते हैं? I have already told this in lecture. Last relay. No, in experiment we have said that maybe, but as per rule, the last relay, which is at the end, what should be the, no, it is not time of operation, Chirag, it is TMS. 0 to 1 का डायल जो है, जो ब्लैक डायल हमने देखा था रिले के अंदर, उसको हमें ये लास्ट जो रिले होगा उसके लिए क्या सेट करना होता है? इट इज अ थंब रूल. It is lowest possible available setting, that is 0.1. So remember, this is a thumb rule, okay? The relay which is at the end will have to select the minimum lowest possible time dial setting, and that is lowest possible. 0 we cannot set. If we set 0, it will work as a instantaneous. So lowest possible we can set it as a 0.1. So select TMS of R3 as 0.1. Got it? याद रखना ये चीज, जब भी हम लास्ट रिले जो होगा उसका टीएमएस सेट करने के लिए हमें कोई कैलकुलेशन नहीं करनी है, उसको हमें मिनिमम पॉसिबल टाइम सिलेक्ट कर लेना है, विच इज 0.1 इन अवर केस. यानी R3 रिले का जो डायल है ब्लैक डायल, वो हम 0.1 पे सेट कर देंगे. नाउ वी हैव टू कोऑर्डिनेट R3 विथ R2. For any specific operation, what should be the difference between TOP of R2 and R3? R2 और R3 के बीच में कितना टाइम डिफरेंस होना चाहिए? अगर कोई फॉल्ट यहाँ पे है तो R3 और R2 के बीच में कितना डिस्क्रिमिनेटिंग इंटरवल होना चाहिए ऑपरेशन में? नो, याद है किसी को? ये एक डायग्राम ऐसा था, हमने ये फैक्टर लिए थे. कुछ ऐड किया था, प्लस और माइनस 7% एरर, ओवरशूट, फैक्टर ऑफ सेफ्टी, ब्रेकर टाइम, वो सब मिला के कितना टाइम आ रहा था, याद है किसी को? नो निधि? It was 0.25 seconds. The discriminating interval between R2 and R3 for given operation should be of the order of 0.25 seconds. ठीक है? याद आया कि नहीं आया? This is TOP of R3, this is TOP of R2, and this interval has to be 0.25 seconds for any of this. Then to find TMS we require PSM, and to find PSM it is the ratio of फोल्ड करंट टू पिकअप करंट. पिकअप करंट तो हमने यहाँ पे कैलकुलेट कर लिया. डू वी हैव फोल्ड करंट? फोल्ड करंट कैलकुलेट किया है अलग अलग फोल्ड के लिए पैनल में? नहीं किया है. यस, डू वी हैव कैलकुलेटेड फोल्ड करंट? ये बाकी है? हमने तो खाली लोड करंट कैलकुलेट किया ना। फॉर दिस डायग्राम वी हैव कैलकुलेटेड ओनली लोड करंट। अगर मैं S3 को क्लोज करूंगा तो कितना एम्पियर फ्लो होगा वो हमने कैलकुलेट किया है? नो, नहीं किया है ना अभी तक। सो लेट अस कैलकुलेट फॉल्ट करंट फॉर वेरियस फॉल्ट। हियर so if I close switch S3, A, B, C and D. If I close switch S3, fault कहाँ पे होगा? At the end of line section CD. If I close switch S3, what will be the equivalent circuit? It will look like this: 20, 20, 20 in series. ये तीनों सीरीज में आ जाएंगे. And there is a 40 ohm parallel. If I close switch, which is parallel to 190 ohm. So what will be the fault current? This is 230 volt. Divide by 20 plus 20 plus 20 plus parallel combination of 40 and 190. What is the current? क्या आया? सिक्सटी प्लस ये दोनों का पैरेलल कॉम्बिनेशन. करेक्ट निधि? इसका पैरेलल लेना है. रोहित, चेक विथ योर कैलकुलेशन. कितना है? 2.47. 230 डिवाइड बाय આ થશે શું? 60 અને આ પેરેલલ 40 એટલે 40 into 190 divided by 230. If you add it, so fault current will be 2.472 ampere. ठीक है? Now we want to find what will be the current through 40 ohm and current through 190 ohm. So we can apply current divider. Current through 40 ohm is 2.47 into opposite is 190 divided by total, that is 190 plus 40. कितना करंट फ्लो होगा इधर से? करंट थ्रू द 40 ohm. What will be the current through 40 ohm? करंट डिवाइडर लगाओ. This is 2.472, you can say. ये करंट चाहिए तो ऑपोजिट डिवाइड बाय टोटल. Yes, current through 40 ohm is 2.04 ampere and 190 में से चाहिए लोड में कितना फ्लो होगा, तो इसमें से निकाल दो इसको. 2.472 minus 2.04 and that will come as 0.43. See, it is not that short circuit. डेड शॉर्ट सर्किट नहीं है क्योंकि यहाँ पे 40 ओम हमने रखा है. अगर इफ इट इज 0 देन द एंटायर लोड विल बाईपास. लोड सर्किट विल नॉट बाईपास हियर. व्हाई? बिकॉज देयर इज अ 40 ओम रेजिस्टेंस इन पैरेलल. ठीक है. देन नेक्स्ट, close switch S2. पोर्ट कहां पे होगा? बस C पे होगा. A, B, C and D. Circuit will be like this. ये दोनों सीरीज में आएंगे. 20 20, then this is 40 20 20 40 and this 20 will be in series with 190. Let me draw it in blank page like this. Calculate the total current. Yes. Correct. Viral, what is this current? આવે છે? हाँ? जो see, fault happened here. Diagram समझो. Fault क्या થયો? અહીંયા this 20 and 20 in series. પછી આ શું આવશે? 40 અને આ 20 અને આ 190 શું થઈ જશે? They are in series. Diagram will be like this. 20 and 20. This is 40 અને આ 20 અને 190 શું થશે? series. Bypass શું કામે નહીં થાય? અહીંયા 40 ohm connected છે. A dead short circuit, if it was a dead short circuit, तो आपको શું થઈ જાય? તો bypass. But in laboratory we cannot do that. What is the current? Yes. Only Viral has given the answer till now. What about others? Okay, Nidhi. Maimdan, I have not seen any single message from you. Are you there? He was there. Okay, Umang, Deepak, Chirag, Aruna, not a single message. Rahul, Gaurav. What about others? What is the answer? Okay. Okay. Anyone else? It is 3.1. 3.125. Okay, is the correct answer. Again, so this current is 3.125. So what is current through fault and what is current through load if you want to find? So current through fault 40 ohm is 3.125 into opposite is 210 divided by 40 plus 210. And current through load is 3.125 minus this current, which is 2.62 ampere, I think. Okay, so current from here is around 0.5. Okay, now if we close switch S1, if we close switch S1 here, where the fault will occur at bus P. What will be the diagram? This 20 ohm, then 40 will be parallel, and this 20, 20 and 190 will be in series. So current will be 3 point. What is the current? 40 parallel to 30 in series with 20 and 230 divided by that answer. Yes. Correct, Chirag. 4.253. And likewise, current through 40 ohm, that is through fault, and current through load, you can calculate using the current divider rule, and which will come as a 3.62 ampere, and if you subtract it from here, 3.62, it will be the current through the load will be 0.62 or maybe 0.62, 0.63 you can say. Okay, the difference of okay, got it? Got this answer, everyone? Quickly. Yes, have you got the same answer? 4.253. Okay, now why it is important? Why do we have calculated this? Okay, so let me go back and let me explain. Yes. In rules, we know that if we set relay at substation A, it shall reach at least up to the end of next protected zone. That means up to C. R2 shall reach at least up to the end of next protected zone, that is B, and R3 shall reach up to the distribution. Then we need coordination between relay R3 and R2 in terms of time of operation. Pickup already we have said. So pickup no coordination to એકબીજાનું કરી દીધું છે, but time coordination is also required કારણ કે આમાં we have to also adjust किए. Okay. R3 का TMS हम कैसे एडजस्ट करेंगे? R3 का TMS, how to adjust TMS of R3? अभी मैंने बताया. What should be the value of TMS of R3? Yes, Chirag, it has to be 0.1. मिनिमम वैल्यू आपको सिलेक्ट करना है, 0 नहीं रख सकते हो, तो नेक्स्ट वैल्यू इज 0.1. सो सिलेक्ट वैल्यू ऑफ R3 0.1. अभी R2 का TMS कैसे सेट करना है? देन इट हैज टू बी डिसाइडेड बाय R3, क्योंकि हमें कोऑर्डिनेट करना है R2 और R3 के बीच में. ठीक है. देन नाउ वी आर गोइंग टू सेट TMS of R2. पहले हम यहाँ पे फोल्ड करंट मेंशन कर देते हैं. डी पे कितना फोल्ड करंट था? 2 point. What was the current when close switch S3 was closed? 2.47. ठीक है. C पे कितना करंट है when the switch S2 is closed? 3.125. और B पर है, ठीक है. This is very important. We require this data for TLS. Okay. Now, understand this very clearly because this is the process we are going to repeatedly follow. R2 का TMS अगर हमें सेट करना है, then we have to coordinate it with R3, and that is with the fastest operation of R3. R3 का fastest operation क्या होगा for any fault which is very near to R3? And for that you can consider that fault at C will have very similar value for this fault also, and that is why in calculating TMS of R3 we will have to TMS of R2 we have to select fault which is at the other end of R2. ये देना, अगर R2 का TMS हम सेट कर रहे हैं then we have to select fault after at the end of that line section. तो next location क्या है? Is at bus C. So consider fault at bus C. Always this is a repetitive process. जिस रिले का टीएमएस हम कैलकुलेट करना चाहते हैं, फॉल्ट उसके नेक्स्ट बस पे हमें कंसीडर करना। ये फॉल्ट के लिए विच इज द मैक्सिमम फॉल्ट करंट फॉर दिस रिले, ये फॉल्ट के लिए हमें R3 का क्या फाइंड करना है? टाइम ऑफ ऑपरेशन। उस टाइम ऑफ ऑपरेशन में हमें 0.25 सेकंड ऐड करना है, तो क्या मिलेगा? R2 का टाइम ऑफ ऑपरेशन, and from that time of operation we will calculate the TMS of R2. This is the process. So consider fault at bus C. What is the fault current at bus C? It is 3.125 ampere. Okay, and therefore what we will do, clearly ध्यान से समझ लीजिए, बस C पे फॉल्ट हमें लेना है, उसके लिए हमें R3 का टाइम ऑफ ऑपरेशन फाइंड करना है। Therefore what is equation? TOP of R3 is equals to 3 upon log PSM of R3 into TMS. TMS of R3 हमें मालूम है, क्या लिया हमने TMS of R3? ऑलरेडी 0.1 सिलेक्टेड है। PSM of R3 अगर हम फाइंड करेंगे, व्हाट इज फॉल्ट? IF at bus C is R3 का पिकअप क्या है? 1 एम्पियर। ऑलरेडी हमने कैलकुलेट कर लिया है पिछले प्लग सेटिंग में। सो इट इज 3.125। therefore TOP of R3 is equals to 3 upon log how much it is coming? ये कितना आ रहा है? What is the TOP of R3? Okay, Yash. Anyone else? ओके चिराग, करेक्ट निधि, 0.606 सेकेंड। ठीक है, यानी दिस इज द मैक्सिमम करंट विच R3 कैन हैव। फिर जैसे फॉल्ट, इफ इट इज एट द एंड ऑफ दिस सेक्शन, करंट विल बी 2.47। अगर हम उसको फास्टेस्ट ऑपरेशन के लिए कोऑर्डिनेट करेंगे, इट विल रिमेन कोऑर्डिनेटेड फॉर इवन अदर ऑपरेशन, एंड दैट इज व्हाई वी हैव सिलेक्टेड फॉल्ट which is at the start of the feeder. Therefore, TOP of R2 is equals to तो क्या मिलेगा? हो गया यहां तक का? समझ में आ गया? ओके, सो अगर फॉल्ट यहां पे है एट द स्टार्ट ऑफ फीडर, करंट थ्रू R3 रिले इज 3.125 एंड उसके लिए ये रिले 0.606 सेकेंड में ऑपरेट होगा, क्योंकि उसका TMS हमने लिया है मिनिमम 0.1। अगर ये रिले 0.606 सेकेंड में ऑपरेट नहीं होता है और ट्रिप नहीं होता है ब्रेकर यहाँ पे बाय चांस, देन R2 विल ऑपरेट इन 0.856 सेकेंड। इसका मतलब ये हुआ, समझ में आ गया? ओके, अब सी clear, then I will remove all what is written on the screen. इतना समझ में आ गया? ठीक है, should we proceed further? आगे आगे डिस्कशन करें। what we want to calculate, we want to calculate TMS of R2। R2 का TMS हमें फाइंड करना है, जो अभी हमें मिला नहीं है। ये तो क्या है? R2 का TOP है, TMS नहीं है। ठीक है, then how to find TMS of R2? So for that, sorry, so this is what we want to calculate, and therefore we have considered at fault at bus C, which was 3 point how much? 125। ठीक है, now we have TOP of R2। कितना आया था TOP of R2? 0.8, यानी ये फोल्ड के लिए R2 कितने टाइम में ऑपरेट होगा? 0.856 सेकंड में। देन कैन वी राइट दिस इक्वेशन? इस फोल्ड के लिए व्हाट इज PSM ऑफ R2? See, you don't have to change fault current in entire calculation। आपको ये कैलकुलेशन में जब आप R2 का TMS फाइंड कर रहे हो तो आपको यही फॉल्ट कंसीडर करना है, क्योंकि इसी फॉल्ट के लिए आप इसको कोऑर्डिनेट कर रहे हो R3 और R2। सो IF एट बस C अपॉन I पिकअप ऑफ R2। R2 का I पिकअप लेंगे अब, so which is 3.125. R2 का पिकअप कितना है 1.5. Already हमने we have previously calculated it. What is PSM? What is PSM of R2? क्या है R2 का PSM? Correct, Deepak. 2.083. See, in this equation now, we have TOP of R2. Already हमने यहाँ से calculate कर लिया है ये fault के लिए. We have PSM of R2. So what is unknown? Is only TMS, and that is how we get TMS of R2. Therefore, so if we write this equation, TOP of R2 is 0.856 is equals to 3 upon log 2.083 into. So what is TMS of R2 we are getting here from this equation? What is TMS of R2 we get? Yes. आंसर आने क्यों बंद हो गए? नहीं समझ में आ रहा है? रोहित, गौरव, तरुणा, राहुल, अशोक, चिराग, अरुणा, no reply from you. Yes, विरल, निधि, क्या हुआ? नहीं समझ में आ रहा है? You can unmute and you can speak. If you have any doubt, you can unmute and you can speak. Correct, yes. It is 0.0909. ठीक है, तो अपने पास रेंज क्या है? 0.1, 0.15, 0.2, 0.25 ऐसी रेंज है. इसके पास वाली रेंज कौन सी है सबसे? 0.1. So we can select TMS of R2 is equals to 0.1. We can say selected. Now you have a doubt. आपको शायद ये डाउट होगा कि देखो R3 का TMS भी 0.1 है और R2 का TMS भी 0.1 है, तो दोनों एक साथ ऑपरेट होंगे? नो. क्यों? क्योंकि R3 को ये करंट जो है वो उसके पिकअप से, अगर PSM देखोगे आप R3 का, तो R3 को ये करंट लगेगा 3.125 टाइम्स उसके पिकअप का, और R2 को सेम करंट लगेगा कि उसके पिकअप से ये 2 टाइम्स ज्यादा है. So if you see the inverse characteristic, so R2 का time that is according to PSM2 and R3 time of operation is according to PSM3. So obviously R3 will operate in less time. कितना टाइम हमने अभी कैलकुलेट किया था R3 का? 0.606 सेकेंड. और R2 का टाइम होगा that will be 0.856 seconds. So even though the TMS of R3 and R2 are same, they will not operate in same time. क्योंकि R3 और R2 का पिकअप क्या है? They are different. R3 का पिकअप 1 एम्पियर है, R2 का पिकअप 1.5 एम्पियर है, and that is why R3 is going to operate first and R2 is going to operate after 0.25 seconds. हाँ, तो फील्ड में भी ऐसा होगा? नहीं, फील्ड में ऐसा नहीं होगा। क्यों? क्योंकि फील्ड में यहाँ पे जो करंट है वो काफी डिफरेंट हो गए। लेट्स से हियर इट इज 2 किलो एम्पियर, हियर इट इज 5 किलो एम्पियर, हियर इट में बी 8 किलो एम्पियर, हियर इट में बी 12 किलो एम्पियर, बिकॉज fault current will widely change in actual field. Sorry, 12 किलो एम्पियर। यहाँ पे लैब में सेफ्टी के लिए हमने जो करंट वेरिएशन है वो क्या रखा है? यहाँ पे 2.5 है, यहाँ पे 4.2 है। सी, देयर इज नॉट सिग्निफिकेंट चेंज इन फॉल्ट करंट। फॉल्ट करंट में ज्यादा डिफरेंस हम नहीं ला रहे। दैट इज व्हाई हियर टीएमएस इज सेम, क्योंकि पीएसएम में ज्यादा डिफरेंस नहीं आ रहा। ओके, तो R2 का टीएमएस हमें मिल गया। कितना मिला? पॉइंट। किस पे से फाइंड किया हमने? बस सी का हमने फॉल्ट लिया, उसके लिए R3 का टाइम फाइंड किया, उसमें 0.25 ऐड कर दिया और वो जाके हमको R2 का टीएमएस दिया। ठीक है, नाउ टीएमएस ऑफ R1, टेल मी विच फॉल्ट यू विल कंसीडर। R2 के लिए R1 के लिए कौन सा फॉल्ट कंसीडर करोगे? R1 इज हियर एट बस P, एग्जैक्टली फॉल्ट एट बस P। क्या है यहाँ का फॉल्ट करंट? फोर पॉइंट कितना था बस बी का फॉल्ट करंट? 4.25। फोर पॉइंट टू फाइव था। हाँ, समझ में आया ये? यस, करेक्ट, समझ में आया। अगर R1 का टीएमएस फाइंड करना है तो हम उसके बाद का जो बस बार है वहां का फॉल्ट लेंगे, दैट इज वोल्टेज बस बी। उसके लिए पहले क्या करेंगे? R2 का टाइम फाइंड करेंगे। तो R2 तो हमने ऑलरेडी टीओपी कैलकुलेट कर लिया है। कैन वी यूज सेम हियर? उसको यूज कर सकते हैं यहाँ पे कि नहीं कर सकते? प्रीवियस स्टेप, हमने अपने प्रीवियस स्टेप में R2 का टीओपी ऑलरेडी कैलकुलेट करके रखा है। कितना आया था? 0.856 सेकेंड। कैन वी यूज सेम हियर? थोड़ा अपना दिमाग लगाइए, सी कुछ डिफरेंस है कि नहीं है। ओके प्रतीक, योर आंसर इज करेक्ट। કરી શકશું કે नहीं કરી શકીએ? कैन वी एड? नहीं, सी द क्वेश्चन समझ में आ रहा है? देखो पिछला स्टेप देखिए, जब हम R2 का टीएमएस फाइंड कर रहे थे तब हमने एक टीओपी ऑलरेडी कैलकुलेट किया है। टीओपी ऑफ R2 कितना था? वो 0.856 सेकेंड। कैन वी यूज सेम टीओपी हियर? यहाँ पे वो टीओपी हम यूज कर सकते हैं। क्यों? करेक्ट प्रतीक, वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड प्रतीक। एनीवन एल्स? नहीं चिराग, थोड़ा चेंज है आंसर में, दैट इज नॉट द करेक्ट आंसर। Pratik, can you unmute and can you speak the answer, which is a very correct answer? Correct, Nidhi. Now you got it. Now you got it.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
yes, Pratik.
Sir, we cannot use the TOP of R2 that we calculated before, as we calculated it for bus C.
Very good, excellent. That TOP was for fault at bus C. And right now we have to consider fault at bus B. So obviously, time of operation for fault current 3.125 and time of operation for fault current 4.25 will not be same. It is the inverse characteristic. Very good, Pratik. And that is why, remember, calculation of previous step cannot be used for here, the time of operation of R2. We have to calculate it again, because now fault current is different. Therefore, we will write PSM of R2. Now we will calculate again it IF at bus B upon I pickup of R2. समझ में आया? ये यहाँ पे आ जाएगा 4.25 और R2 का पिकअप है 1.5. So see, the PSM is different here. ये कितना आएगा? 2.833. Correct, Pratik? And therefore, TOP of R2 is 3 upon log 10, 2.833 into TMS of R2 तो हमने सेट कर दिया ऑलरेडी 0.1. TMS एक बार सेट हो गया, then it is fixed. टाइम चेंज होगा लेकिन TMS चेंज नहीं होगा. TMS is a setting. ये कितना आया R2 का टाइम? 0.663 सेकेंड. ओके, करेक्ट प्रतीक. ओके, नाउ अंडरस्टैंड, अगर यहाँ पे फॉल्ट होता है तो R2 कितने सेकेंड में होगा ऑपरेट? 0.66. तो R1 कितने सेकेंड में होना चाहिए? अगर इन दोनों को मुझे कोऑर्डिनेट करना है, R2 और R1 को कोऑर्डिनेट करना है, तो व्हाट शुड बी द TOP ऑफ R1? कितना होना चाहिए? किसको ऐड करवा दो? 0.25 सेकेंड. TOP of R2 plus selective discriminating interval, that is 0.25 seconds. So that comes it is 0.9, which is 0.913. ओके, अब क्या करेंगे? TOP ऑफ R1 हमें मिल गया, अब क्या करेंगे? पिछला स्टेप देखो. सी फॉर प्रीवियस स्टेप व्हाट वी डिड, यहाँ पे हमने फॉल्ट लिया, उसके लिए हमने R3 का टाइम फाइंड किया, उसमें 0.25 ऐड करके R2 का टाइम फाइंड किया और R2 के टाइम पे से हमने उसका TMS फाइंड किया. ठीक है, इसमें क्या करेंगे? यहाँ पे फॉल्ट लिया, R2 का टाइम फाइंड किया, उस पे 0.25 ऐड किया एंड उस पे से हम R1 का TMS फाइंड करेंगे. तो अब हमें क्या लिखना है इक्वेशन? TOP ऑफ R1 का इक्वेशन लिखेंगे, जिसमें TOP ऑफ R1 हमें मालूम है, PSM हम फाइंड कर लेंगे R1 का, तो क्या मिल जाएगा? व्हाट विल बी द अननोन? TMS of R1 will be the unknown. वो हमें मिल जाएगा. Then we will write it like this. Now TOP of R1, यहाँ पे आएगा PSM of R1, TMS of TOP of R1 ऑलरेडी हमारे पास है, कितना है 0.91, कितना था 0.91 2 seconds. PSM of R1 we have to calculate for this fault, that is IF at bus B divided by I pickup of R1, which is 4.1 what is 4.25, sorry, R1 का पिकअप क्या है 2 एम्पियर, 2 एम्पियर है ना R1 का पिकअप, so that is 2.125. TOP of R1 we already know 0.912 equal to 3 over log 2.125 into TMS of R1, तो यहाँ से हमें मिलेगा TMS of R1. कितना आ रहा है? कितना आ रहा है ये TMS of R1? करेक्ट प्रतीक. And what is the range available? Is 0.1 selected. Again I am repeating, तीनों रिले का TMS सेम, उसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि तीनों एक साथ ऑपरेट होंगे, नो. तीनों रिले का पिकअप अलग अलग है, यानी PSM for all three relay are different. That is why their time of operation is different. ये फॉल्ट के लिए R2 जो टाइम में ऑपरेट होगा उसके 0.25 सेकंड के बाद ही R1 ऑपरेट होगा, इवन दो TMS is 0.1, बिकॉज R1 का पिकअप है 2 एम्पियर और R2 का पिकअप है 1.5 एम्पियर, so R2 will operate faster. What it? TSM equal does not mean they will operate in same time. उसका पिकअप अलग अलग है, इसलिए PSM भी अलग हो जाएगा और PSM अलग है, इसलिए दो सबका टाइम ऑफ ऑपरेशन आल्सो इज गोइंग टू डिफरेंट. ठीक है. So then the calculation part is over. Let us summarize. Relay plug setting, CT प्राइमरी रेटिंग, उसका पिकअप और उसका TMS. सो रिले R3, is 50%. CT primary is 2 ampere. Therefore, pickup is 1 ampere and TMS is set is 0.1. This is result table, okay? R2 का प्लग सेटिंग कितना था? 75. CT primary is 2 by 1. All three CT are 2 by 1 in laboratory. Pickup क्या होगा इसका? 1.5 ampere and TMS is 0.1. R3, it is 100%, 2 ampere. So pickup of R3 is 2 ampere. And TMS is 0.5. ठीक है? So this is what we have said. So from relay calculation, we have found this setting and this setting. Two values we have obtained. And this 3 relay will be set according to this. यानी R3 में हम वो नोब कहाँ पे रखेंगे प्लग सेटिंग का 50% पे, और TMS को कहाँ पे सेट कर देंगे 0.1 पे. R2 रिले में नोब कहाँ पे सेट करेंगे प्लग सेटिंग का 75% पे, एंड TMS 0.1 डायल ब्लैक डायल, एंड R3 में 100% पिकअप रख देंगे एंड TMS 0.1. ठीक है. नाउ sorry, R1 correct, here it is R1, it is just this one. So इसका प्लग सेटिंग हो गया 50% और TMS हो गया 0.1. इसका प्लग सेटिंग हो गया 75 और TMS set is 0.1, and here plug setting is 100% and TMS is 0.1. Got it? ठीक है. Okay, Pratik. Okay. Now let us understand the operation. See, in panel here I have a 190 ampere load, sorry 190 ohm load, and normal condition में कितना करंट फ्लो होगा यहाँ पे जब पैनल ऑन होगा तब? When I will switch on all three section, what will be the current here? 0.92 एम्पियर. ये हमने ऑलरेडी कैलकुलेट कर लिया. ठीक है. This 0.92 एम्पियर. ठीक है. Under this condition, see this, will relay R3 pickup? होगा पिकअप की नहीं होगा? नहीं होगा. कोई भी नहीं होना चाहिए ना, that is what is required. नहीं होगा, will not pick up. But when we create fault in line section 3, समझिए S3 को मैंने क्या किया, close. What will be the current as soon as switch S3 is closed? This is the fault. Yes or no? This is the when switch S3 is closed. कितना करंट फ्लो होगा यहाँ पे टोटल? We have already calculated. टोटल करंट कितना फ्लो होगा यहाँ पे? यस, कितना करंट फ्लो होगा टोटल? स्विच क्लोज स्विच S3 ऑलरेडी हमने कैलकुलेट किया है. सी योर बुक. स्विच S3 अगर क्लोज करेंगे तो कितना करंट फ्लो होगा? 2 पॉइंट कितना था? हाँ, 2.47 एम्पियर. ठीक है. ऑलरेडी हमने कैलकुलेट किया है ना ये चीज तो, that when switch S3 is closed 2.47 एम्पियर करंट will flow. ठीक है. हाँ कि ना? नाउ ये करंट R3 की कोयल में से भी फ्लो होगा, R2 की एज वेल एज R1. हम प्राइमरी साइड पे अभी वी आर रिफरिंग टू प्राइमरी. ठीक है. कौन कौन से रिले पिकअप हो गए अगर फोल्ड करंट है 2.47? टेल मी which relay will pick up for fault which is done using closing switch S3? R3 will pick up. Yes. Why? એનો પિકઅપ કરંટ કેટલો છે? 1 एम्पियर. R2 नहीं, will it pick up? Pick up થશે કે નહીં થાય? Question is it? Yes, obviously it is going to pick up. And what about R1? It is also going to pick up. All three relay will pick up. Pick up no matlab energize થશે. Obviously, why? Because here current, when fault occur here, current is 2.47 ampere, which is more than pickup of R1, R2 and R2. So all three relay will pick up. But which relay will trip first? First R3 will trip. Obviously, because pickup of R3 is 1. So PSM for R3 is higher than PSM of R2 and R1. So time of operation of R3 will be lower than time of operation of R2 and R1. And that is why R3 will trip and it will open the breaker here first. If R3 does not trip the breaker in specific time, after 0.25 second delay, R2 will provide backup. And if R2 also does not operate, R1 will provide backup. So the reach of R1 is up to D, you can see. R1 क्या સુધી pick up થાય છે? D સુધી. Reach of R2 is also, sorry, and like this. ठीक है? Okay. Now समझ में आया? That when I close switch S3, तीनों रिले पिकअप होंगे, R1, R2 and R3, but R3 will trip first. पहले R3 ट्रिप हो जाएगा, लेकिन पिकअप तो तीनों होंगे. पिकअप इज रिक्वायर्ड टू एंश्योर बैकअप. अगर पिकअप ही नहीं होगा तो बैकअप कैसे देगा? Then let us see. Then if I close switch S2, ये हम क्लोज करते हैं, ठीक है? What was the current? What was the current? कितना करंट था ये हमने क्यों? 3.5. और ये करंट कितना था यहाँ का? करंट डिवाइडर लगा के हमने कैलकुलेट किया था C. नहीं, ये करंट थ्रू 40 ओम था, वो 2.6 था ना. What was that? 2. ये करंट था 2.62 और ये करंट था कितना? 0.5. ठीक है, तो R3 में से कितना करंट फ्लो होगा अगर यहाँ पे फॉल्ट होता है? तो 0.5. विल इट पिकअप? R3 पिकअप करेगा? देखो, नहीं करेगा. नहीं करना चाहिए क्योंकि फॉल्ट तो आगे. विल R2 पिकअप? What is current through R2 and what is its pickup? Will R1 pick up? Yes. So for fault in line section 2, R2 and R1 will pick up. First R2 will trip, and if R2 does not trip after some time, 0.25 second delay, R1 will. And likewise, when we close switch S1, R1 will pick up, R2 and R3 will not pick up because current will be less than it. And backup to R1 can be provided by bus bar protection or generator protection or transformer protection because it is a 132 kV line now. Here is a 132 kV line, and here some another protection at the substation, generating station will provide backup because that is the last part of the line. आ गया समझ में? एवरीथिंग इज क्लियर? हाउ टू सेट रिले? अभी हमने खाली रिले को सेट किया है, अभी उसका कंट्रोल सर्किट, पावर सर्किट ये सब समझना बाकी है, ये सब बाकी है, कैसे ऑपरेट होगा पूरा। दिस इज द कंट्रोल सर्किट। ये पूरी पैनल कैसे ऑपरेट होगी, फॉल्ट होगा तब क्या होगा, कैसे ब्रेकर ट्रिप हो जाएगा, दैट इज व्हाट वी हैव टू डिस्कस, बट आई थिंक वी डिस्कस इट इन दी नेक्स्ट लैब। तो नेक्स्ट लैब में ये प्रैक्टिकल हम कंटिन्यू करेंगे। यू नोट डाउन दिस ये हमें जो रिजल्ट मिले हैं दैट वी हैव टू सेट एंड देन वी विल परफॉर्म द एक्सपेरिमेंट। तो पहले क्या होगा नेक्स्ट लैब में, in next lab first we will understand the operation of power circuit and control circuit and then we'll see the performance and then we'll see कि जो हमने रिले सेट किए हैं आर दिस सेटिंग्स आर परफेक्ट और नॉट, करेक्ट और नॉट, जो हमने सेट किए वो सही है, रिले जैसे ऑपरेट होना चाहिए वैसे होगा कि नहीं। ठीक है, एनी डाउट? यस, एनीवन, एनी डाउट? So please enter your enrollment number in the chat box and then you can leave the session. With this I'll end the session. Thank you everyone, have a good day.